And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Perisic. Kramaric! Goal! Croatia! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Number 9, Andrej Kramaric.
Croatia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Modric.
England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Anderson. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Budimir. Oh, he's burst through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Now it's decent chance! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Number 11,
Croatia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kane. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's going wide left. It's played through for him. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Kane. Bellingham. Anderson. Now it's Kane. Now O'Reilly. He's had it taken off him. Modric. And that has been cut short. Anderson.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will
And
be
it's
1 minute
O'Reilly.
added time.
Can he get it through? And the finish! And he couldn't finish.
Kane has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here. Chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Reflections on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take
So that
some
was the
risks now
first half.
to try and get
Still
back in this
plenty of
game,
time left for a
and
comeback.
it's easier said than
Everyone,
done, as we
please
know.
welcome to the field. Our
So that's it for the
players.
first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So let's get the ball rolling.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pass somewhat off target. Kramaric. Elik. And it's Kovacic. Perisic, who's set up 1 goal so far. Now it's Pasalic. Budimir. Oh, well played. That's a corner kick. Takes a shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
A case now of complete control. Konsa. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Anderson. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kramaric. Budimir. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Kramaric. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Perisic. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Stones can get it clear. England are looking to go forward now. Anderson. Well, that has not gone well. Spread to the right. And that's another good win of the ball. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Pongracic. And Ehrlich. Kovacic. Now it's Kramaric. He's in a great position here. Now it's Pasalic. Pasalic. Cross into the box. Punched away. Now it's Pasalic. Now it's Saka. Kane.
Croatia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Pickford with the clearance.
Substitution for England. Number 6. Number
Konsa.
8. Bellingham.
England still have
Number
the cards
3.
to affect this game.
Coming on the field. Number 10.
Alexander-Arnold.
Eze. Number
And it's
9.
James.
Gordon. Number 24.
Guardiola.
Reece James.
Kovacic.
Substitutions taking place.
Over to the right flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Rice. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vlasic picks it up out wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Pasalic. Good ball, good take. Impressive jump. And somehow he kept it out. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. And it's James. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
England are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
The goal scorer for Croatia.
The movement so
After
precise,
83
the
minutes
finish
is
sumptuous.
Number
Croatia
26.
are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Eze and Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pasalic. Elik. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Vardiol. Now it's Pasalic. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Pasalic. And here's Pasalic. Can he get on the end of this? Pasalic gets into a good position. Rice. That's an imaginative pass. Tries to get it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Well, there is no hiding the huge sense of disappointment here. The all-important win has eluded them. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.
Unlucky, lads. Let's hope for better luck next time.
So many teams, so many ambitions. The objectives are clear for everyone, and they all know what needs doing. It is very much every team for themselves. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And we rise now for the English national anthem.
And now, lining up.
Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So that's got things underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. That's a sharp pass. Well, that has not gone well. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saka. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great...
Oh, good effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ghana clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Saka. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Partey.
Pretty robust defending.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Sulemana. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! And it's Ghana who go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ghana have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Rice. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to belt it away. O'Reilly. And this is Kane. Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And here's Kane, looking for the run, and he's cut it out. Sulemana. Ayew is herring after that one.
England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rice. England are behind here despite their domination of possession. Partey.
Ghana definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Anderson. And here's Kane. Oh, good spread. Decent chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Partey. And Sulemana. Well, that pass isn't the best. Anderson. And here's Kane. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, he's played it in low. They've played it short. Sulemana! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Anderson. It's gone out for a throw-in. This is a promising build-up. That is ended up in no man's land. Rice. Anderson. And it's Rice. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Time.
Now there's a fine ball. Sulemana. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. England go
That's
in
the
at
first half.
half-time with
Let's
a
hope
game
for
to
more of the
chase.
same.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early
Everyone
goal.
please
If that
welcome the
happens,
two sides.
it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So right back into the action.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Partey. Partey has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's found a way through. Fatawu. And here's Ayew. That is good strength. O'Reilly. Aims beyond the defence. And he's got the beating of his man. He's had a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Rice looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Stones gets over and intercepts. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And here's Kane. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Anderson. And that interception was
The attendance
most
for this
necessary.
match was
That was well played,
80,607.
well stopped.
And he's being shifted off it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
O'Reilly wins the duel this time. Saka.
England really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Partey. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Saka. Anderson. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He shifted it to the flank. Knocks it into space. Fatawu. And Sulemana. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ayew.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Rice. And it's Kane. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he whips it in.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 25.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 23. Substitutions taking place.
England now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. And he can thump it away. Alexander-Arnold. And this is Kane. Kane! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
England really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Ghana clearly now in lead preservation mode. Always onto this. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant
There will be
defending.
1
They were
minute added
outnumbered,
time.
but he still came out on top.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Always goal side. That's it. They are out. Just not good enough. They've barely got a foothold in the competition before slipping out of it. They have fallen short and they are gone. Well, it has been a 4-year wait,
Hello,
a
everybody,
long,
and
long
welcome
wait.
to today's
For near enough a century, we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned
Everyone,
kings
please
of this
welcome our
remarkable
players to the
game.
field.
History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we rise now for the English national anthem. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better?
And now,
So here we are again then, Jim. A tournament so long in the waiting.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have given their all to be here, and let's hope that the biggest stage doesn't scare them.
Number 10, Modric.
So that's got things underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Played out to the left flank. Nicely weighted ball. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to be impressed with the all-round capabilities of this guy, Mateo Kovacic. The Croatian really is one of the best
Budimir! Goal! Croatia! And we have liftoff!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Is number 11, Budimir. Budimir. Budimir.
So, a breakthrough already. Anderson. Now Konsa. O'Reilly. And it's Rice. Perisic gets on his bike and on the move. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Konsa. And here's Kane. Now it's Budimir. Kramaric. And it's Perisic. Oh, easy pickings there. Driving
Oh,
forward.
great feat, that.
And Stanisic. Now it's Kramaric. Rice. Now O'Reilly.
England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Perisic. Referee's given a throw. Kovacic. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Modric. Rice can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. And here's Budimir. Now it's Pasalic. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Anderson. Now that looks a decent ball. Pongracic cuts out the pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Modric. And that's going wide left. Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
O'Reilly. And he's forced to go back. Now Konsa.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Kane. Anderson. Rice. Modric. Pongracic. And it's Perisic. Croatia couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, good spread. Alexander-Arnold. Konsa for Rice. O'Reilly. Now Anderson. And it's Kane. Rice. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Elik.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Saka. O'Reilly. Rice. Defending was strong and firm. Rice really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Budimir. Croatia are looking to break at pace. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kramaric. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. England currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
For more of the same.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
England really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Good pressure, determined, intense. Plays a sharp little ball here. Kramaric. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Nicely shaped ball. Erlich with the clearance. Stanisic. Modric.
This is the time you need that pace.
Great vision. And here's Kane. Perisic. Budimir looking to add to his goal. Vardiol. O'Reilly gets across to intercept that. Anderson. And it's Rice. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Perisic. Chance for a shot! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. England have the chance to go the other way. Vardiol. Now it's Pasalic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 11, Budimir. Coming on the field.
Pasalic. Oh, such a clever touch. Forced to go back. Played with finesse. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
The attendance for
Saka.
this match was 28,599.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Perisic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rice looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
14, Ivan Perisic.
Croatia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
15,
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think.
Substitution in
It's a very
progress.
different game now at 2 up.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's O'Reilly. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kramaric. Aimed beyond the defence. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kane. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away.
England really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Stanisic. He's in a great position here. Konsa does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Eze. That's destined for the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Goes for... It's a goal! But oh, it's offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Substitution for Croatia, number 24. Coming on the field is number 13, Balassi. Substitution.
England are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Vlasic. And here's Kramaric. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kramaric, who's set up one goal so far.
England really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And he's picked it up out wide. Kane. Erlich gets it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. Modric. This is a promising build-up. And here's Pasalic. And he's had it nicked away. Eze. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He shifted it to the flank. Gordon! Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Added time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Foot in. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Kane. Good ball, good oh, he's having a go! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. And that will be it. England suffer the indignity of defeat on day one. Hope very much deflated. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, we're becoming used to scenes just like this in this endless festival of football, pitting just about everybody against everybody. Interest levels very, very high. In fact, it's only increasing as games carry more and more significance. No question, everyone here is in the mood. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. There's the whistle, and here we go. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Anderson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saka engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Sulemana. Well, that is one way to stop him. Konsa. It's a pretty loose pass. Fatawu. And it's Ayew. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Oh, that's neat. Saka. Konsa, and it's gone back to the keeper. Now Stones.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Saka. Nice sequence of passes, this. That has not gone well. Ghana are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. He's having a hit! Always going over the top.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Konsa. Anderson. It's Saka. And here's Kane. Played out towards the right wing. Saka. He's dealt with that really well. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, they can break here. Sulemana. Now it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stones. Anderson. And it's Rice. Sends it crossfield. It's Saka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's going wide left. And it's Spence. Oh, super ball. Real chance! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And that has left him in a heap. He shifted it to the flank. Threads one in. Goes for a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
This is Ayew. Sulemana. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Bellingham. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now there's a fine ball. And he's gone backward here. Chips it through. And the shot! And it's in! No, flags up on the far side.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Fatawu. And he was quick to react. Saka. Now it's Kane. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the... Tries one from range! And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
England certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So, into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And that was asking for too much. Fatawu. Partey. Nicely spread. Sulemana. He's had it taken off him. Anderson. Spence. Rice. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Sulemana. Now it's Ayew. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kane. Oh, good spread.
England have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Shot could be on. It's Kane! And there's his goal! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
After 59 minutes is number 21, Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And it's Ayew. Defending was strong and firm. Just about up to the hour now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Spence. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Kane. Spread to the right. Now it's Saka. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Sulemana. Out towards the flank. Now this could be a chance. Plenty to aim at here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good read.
Substitution for England, number 6. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Eze. Substitution in progress.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the... Bellingham! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Bellingham! Bellingham!
Ghana have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Sulemana. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Spread it left. Now it's Bellingham. Eze. And it's O'Reilly. And here's Kane. O'Reilly. Now that's well seen too. England can consider themselves just about safe now. Bellingham. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Bellingham. Rice. This looks promising. And here's Eze. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Pass somewhat off target. Sulemana.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rice wins the duel this time. Now it's Bellingham. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Saka. Good read, needed to be. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Bellingham picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
England definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
There it is, everyone. Now big up for our players.
And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we rise now for the English national anthem. England are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
So off we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for options for movement, and he plays one through. shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Plays a sharp little ball here. That's an imaginative pass. So no flag here. And that has been cleared. Spread out to the left. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Saka. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Couldn't squeeze it through. More and more pressure on the ball here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Kane. Oh, that's neat.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Back when it goes. Tries one from range. Off target by a whisker. Oh, what has happened here? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
O'Reilly gets over and intercepts. Spence powering forward here. And here's Kane.
Kane really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Anderson. This is a promising build-up. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Panama are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Spence lays it forward. Anderson.
Might want to be careful there.
Over to the right flank. And it's Murillo. Murillo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ambitious ball here. That looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Kane. O'Reilly. Looking tidy in possession here. Murillo. Well, that looks a decent ball. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Spread it left. Just eases him off the ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
England really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Perhaps here, the most significant 45 minutes in their group stage.
England have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Spread to the right. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Bellingham.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That's a delicate pass. And that was very necessary. And here's Saka. Alexander-Arnold. Defending of the desperate variety. That's good play. Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold goes short. O'Reilly! Cleared away. And here's Bellingham, and the shot! Quality ball. Panama are looking to go forward now. And that has been cut short. He has a look up. And it's skewed away.
That's positional gold.
Chance! Godoy. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And here's Saka. Alexander-Arnold. Picked out brilliantly. Chance, surely! Forced to go back. That's a good ball out wide. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Aimed beyond the defence. Distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. Godoy. Oh, he's found support out wide. Stones deals with that comfortably. Anderson. And Alexander-Arnold. Saka in acres of space out wide. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Gets a good foot in there, and that's gone loose.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Konsa played out towards the right wing. Godoy tries a deft little ball. Great chance! And he's stuck it away! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, there's a probing ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, that's fabulous. Rice. England now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
He'll try from distance! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
And no, that was never going to make it. And that's really well manoeuvred. The final 5 minutes. And that's going wide left. He's got away. Incoming delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Panama can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, good spread. He's in a great position here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Spence did well to stay calm there. Gordon. Short changes him with that pass. England are out. The worst possible outcome. They barely got going, and now at the earliest opportunity. So finally it is here, the grandest event in world football. It is time to dream again. A statement win would do very nicely for either side, and perhaps more for the loyal following that are present today, this being undoubtedly for some the journey of a lifetime. Everything perfectly set for what we hope will be a memorable opening day fixture. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So 4 years in the waiting, and finally it is here.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have given their all to be here, and let's hope that the biggest stage doesn't scare them.
Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, and he was alert to it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that was very necessary. Anderson. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quarter of an hour played. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Bellingham.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And here's Kane. Perisic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Kane. Modric. Now Kramaric. That has been slung wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Modric. Kramaric. Modric. And it's Perisic. That's a good ball out wide. Spence gets a foot in here, and it's Rice. Stanisic gets across to intercept that. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Croatia are looking to break at pace. Pasalic, he's picked his way through. And he whips it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Konsa, O'Reilly. More and more pressure on the ball here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Perisic, nicely spread. Kramaric, and that has left him in a heap. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Kane. Anderson. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. He's shifted it to the flank. And that is headed for the middle. That's not going far. Now there's a fine ball. Right, there's the shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pasalic. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
England really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
England are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Anderson. And it's Rice. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Budimir. And the counter is on. Kramaric. O'Reilly spots it and intercepts. Stanisic. Kovacic. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. O'Reilly. Anderson. Anderson really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rice. Now it's Kane. Saka. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Modric did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Perisic. Now it's Budimir. Distributed tidily. Tries to play it through. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. Anderson being hunted in packs.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against them here.
Stanisic gets it away. Perisic. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And it's Spence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution for England, number 6. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Eze. Substitution.
Eze. England are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vardiol. Great vision. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Tries to cross. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Matanovic.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Substitution for England. Number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number
2
8.
fresh faces, and both in the front
Coming
line.
on the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Number 9.
Concentration
Gordon.
levels are very good,
Substitution
and so is the
taking place.
commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
England will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Stood up well to him there. Pasalic going forward. Pass somewhat off target. And here's the chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Vlasic. Nicely weighted ball. Pasalic with the cross. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Knocks it into space. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pasalic. Gets a good foot in there. Konsa with the foul. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. England are only able to draw, a rather anticlimactic result in view of all the initial euphoria. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think all's well that ends well on this one. They pushed for more and showed good determination to avoid...
Well, we're becoming used to scenes just like this in this endless festival of football, pitting just about everybody against everybody. Interest levels very, very high. In fact, it's only increasing as games carry more and more significance. No question, everyone here is in the mood. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Kane! He will be livid with himself. Into the channel. Bellingham providing an outlet on that flank. Anderson.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the left flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Bellingham, has crossed into the middle, and that has been cleared. And the counter is on. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long...
Decent chance! And it's a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
After 14 minutes is number 7.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Pass is just off target. And he can clear it away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Ayew.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. England really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Saka in acres of space out wide. And he's managed to get rid.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Partey. And Fatawu. Sulemana. And Fatawu. That's good play. And he was alert to it. Bellingham scooting forward. Anderson. Oh, good spread. Fatawu looking understandably energised after his goal. Foot in. Rice. Spread it left. And it's O'Reilly. And here's Kane. Ayew. It's a really well-measured ball. Aimed beyond the defence. That's where it came from. Can he finish? And he scores! But oh, it's offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Rice. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Pass somewhat off target. O'Reilly. Ayew. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Now it's Fatawu.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Anderson. Anderson running with the ball. Saka receives it in a wide position. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Bellingham. Oh, nice touch. Rice. Now it's Bellingham. Has to go back here. Anderson! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Anderson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's there to clear it. And it's O'Reilly. And he's really put himself on the line here. Shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. England come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Let's keep this up.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple. Keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because...
And Ayew! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Ghana are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fatawu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Strong running down that left flank. Rice. Konsa. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Anderson is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
And claimed it back swiftly. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Partey.
The attendance for this match was 80,000.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great vision. That is a brilliant interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Sulemana. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Kane. Anderson, he shifted it to the flank. Lovely feet. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
Cleared without hesitation. Partey. Looking for options for movement. Sulemana. Partey. This is a promising build-up. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fatawu. Spence promptly onto that, and that is that. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Ayew. Fatawu. Stones is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, that's nice. And he's in on goal. And this is Ayew.
Jordan Ayew really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for Ghana. Number 25. Number 9.
Rice.
Ayew.
He's having
Number
a pop!
22.
And how did he not put that away?
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Semenyo. Substitution in progress.
Now this could be a chance.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rodgers. Kane. Now Rodgers. Nice control. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice interception, well timed. Played out wide. Rice has the space to scheme. And that should get the job done. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Rice. Good ball, good take. Semenyo. Partey.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
England are out. Oh, great expectations have turned to huge disappointment. They have simply not So finally it is here, the grandest event in world football. It is time to dream again. A statement win would do very nicely for either side, and perhaps more for the loyal following that are present today, this being undoubtedly for some the journey of a lifetime. Everything perfectly set for what we hope will be a memorable opening day fixture. Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So here we are again then, Jim. A tournament so long in the waiting.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have
shapes to shoot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Budimir. Pasalic in acres of space out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. O'Reilly gets a foot in here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects... Anderson! Magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So, a breakthrough already. Alexander-Arnold ventures forward. That ball looks a good one. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Alexander-Arnold plays... O'Reilly! Croatia are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
It's starting to look very... And the shot! Superb from Budimir! A finish right from the top draw! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And a chance! And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Anderson. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Anderson. And it's Rice. O'Reilly. Pasalic. And it's Modric. And that's been drilled in. Spence. Anderson. O'Reilly. And Alexander-Arnold. Vardiol. Kovacic. And it's played forward. O'Reilly. Back towards the middle. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kane. Stanisic. Kramaric, who does have an assist to his name. And Kovacic. Pasalic. Nicely weighted ball. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Kovacic. Pasalic. And Gvardiol. Pongracic. And Gvardiol. Rice. Anderson, looking understandably energised after his goal. Kramaric just eases him off the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pasalic. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a really well-measured ball. Modric. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
England are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Kramaric. And it's Perisic. Aimed beyond the defence, crosses it in. Pickford deals with that nice and simple. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Kane. That's destined for the flank. Elik. Rice. Anderson. And that interception was most necessary. Plays a sharp little ball here. Elik. And it's Kovacic. Spread out to the left. And here's Saka. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pasalic. Saka. Saka going face to face with his great rival. Budimir is onto this. Now it's Kane. Nicely spread. He's in plenty of space here. Modric.
The
Pongracic.
attendance for this match was
Now Kramaric.
28,997.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good spread. Caresses it through. And he's there to clear it. Kovacic. Perisic. And it's Stanisic. Now it's Kramaric. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kovacic. Now that looks a decent ball. Kramaric is in a really good position out wide. Rice. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Bellingham. And this is Kane. It's Kane! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitution for Croatia, number 14.
So we have movement on
Ivan
both benches.
Perisic. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Mario Pasalic. Substitutions
England
taking
perhaps
place.
contemplating their next change here. Now it's Saka. Now it's Bellingham. And this is Kane. Kane! Pasalic. He's having a pop! Just a quarter of an hour to play. James. Now it's Kane. He'll try from distance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution for Croatia, number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both
Number
sides.
9,
And it's been taken short.
coming on the field, number 26, number 13, Balassi. Substitution.
England really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, super big chance! It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution for Croatia, number 26.
So we have further activity on the
Coming
bench
on the
here.
field
Matanovic,
is
prepared to
number
come on now.
20.
Of course, a big bullier of defences.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Pasalic. He has a look up. And he shoots! Goal! Croatia! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Pasalic. Kovacic. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Croatia clearly now in lead preservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now, can they get him away? That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Not the most accurate pass. Modric.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
Oh, that was vital.
That's just...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A poor start, verging on disastrous. This most definitely not what they were envisaging. Well, this is one competition that does not believe in meaningless. Every game an indication, an acid test to see where the teams really are with their hopes and ambitions. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Anderson. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Anderson. This is a promising build-up. Kane touches it back. Now O'Reilly. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now it's Ayew.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Partey. Sulemana. And it's Partey. And the pass is intercepted. Anderson. Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Ayew might just make this.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Anderson. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some intricate passing, look, it's Kane! And he's really put himself on the line here. Fatawu can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Plays a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Saka. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bellingham. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Not the most accurate pass. Rice. Oh, this is a terrific run. And here's Kane. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Rice. Fatawu. Sulemana. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Cleared away. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Ayew. So what can they make of this? Rice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Sulemana.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Saka. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Ayew. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Partey. Threads one in. Can he get on the end of this? Bellingham! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
And a header! No, not the best of headers.
Kane clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Out towards the flank. Rice. Sulemana. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Anderson.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely weighted ball. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Chance here to counter. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Welcome our lads to the field.
The midway point of the game.
England really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Down to business again.
England have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anderson really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Anderson. Spread out to the left. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Oh, good-looking ball. Fatawu. Oh, they can break here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Konsa with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Fatawu. That's the keeper's ball. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Saka. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's well seen too. Sulemana. Tries to pass it through. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Anderson being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, it's his reading of the game that seems to keep him a step ahead of everyone else, but he's about to face greater pressure now.
Now it's Partey. In with the challenge. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's having a hit! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution for England, number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Now it's Kane. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. England perhaps contemplating their next change here. Ayew. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Fatawu. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution.
Now it's Semenyo. Can he get it through? It's a promising position, and he's certainly onside here. And that's the keeper's ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Eze. O'Reilly. And it's Rice. That's Eze. And he's had it nicked away. Konsa does really well to win the ball there. Spence. Konsa. Eze. Iñaki Williams is onto this.
Ghana really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Kane, looking for the run.
England truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Konsa.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Picked out brilliantly. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Semenyo. And he can clear it away. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 8.
And it's Rice.
Coming on the field.
Passes short. Can he finish? Oh, that could be pivotal! Well, would you believe that? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 10.
England look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's a throw-in. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Eze voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what-might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes.
And so the enduringly thrilling ambience of the group game upon which everything hinges. Their existence in this competition is down to this game. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
So things are underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance to deliver. And he gets rid in a hurry. Played back in. Terrific effort! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's in a great position here. Space for him to turn and look. And the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Anderson gets on his bike and on the move. And this is Kane. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. They've played it short. Can he get on the end of this? Ball in towards the middle. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still goalless. Godoy. Spread out to the left. It's a goal kick. O'Reilly. And Spence. Anderson. Spence. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Godoy.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Anderson. Rice. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. That's a good foray he's making. Anderson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Murillo. And it's Murillo. Oh, good spread. And he's been shifted off it. Rice. Pressure coming in from all directions. Knocks it into... Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Spence. And it's Spence. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Godoy. Turns back here, probably the best option. Distributed tidily. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's forced to go back. Godoy. That's a good ball out wide. Rice. And the counter is on. Now it's Rice, now it's Kane. And here's Saka. And here's Kane. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Konsa does well to get it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he plays one through. Anderson. Rice. Anderson. Goes looking wide. And it's Kane. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Murillo. Murillo ventures forward. That's the throw. Stood up well to him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Now, can they get him away? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Aim forwards. Strong running down that left flank. Godoy. An instinctive delivery. Can he finish? He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Tries to play it through. Eze providing an outlet on that flank. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's gone backward here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Alexander-Arnold. England still have the cards to affect this game. Threads one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 10. Número 24. Entran número 7. Número 18. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Nicely spread. And it's Murillo. Spence. Good, strong midfield running here. England have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Godoy.
Panama have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Ah, he's given it away. Shot, surely! And he has his goal! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Oh, that's a key interception. England leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. He's found a way past. That'll be a throw. So a bit of a revolving door here.
Se está
Lots and
realizando
lots
un
of
cambio.
changes. Rodgers to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, it's no doubt a positive one. They want to make sure they finish the job from here.
Now this could be a chance. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? In once more.
Panama really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the number on the board is 3. He's in plenty of space here. Spence. Bellingham. Rice. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. They have held on just. England have laid claim to one of the most exclusive invites in football. They are into the knockout stage. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
England really have struggled, Peter, but I think there's a lot of positives they can take from
Number on the board is 3.